Hello, welcome to Mr. Minish, and today I'm going to be debating the best main hub town in a Zelda game. And by main hub town, I don't mean the town you start out in. I mean, like, pretty much the place you're going to be spending the most time, the place you're going to all that stuff. I might allow more than one for certain games, like Ocarina of Time, because that one had Castletown, but then it also had Kakariko Village, kinda. So, I don't really know how I'm gonna be doing this. I'm just kinda gonna be, it's not scripted or anything, I'm just gonna debate with myself and decide. But first off the bat, there are a few games that I am not going to be talking about. One is Adventure of Link. It had towns, but the towns were very basic, and I didn't play that game enough to really care. And A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds, I'll pretty much be combining their Kakariko Village, or I'll kind of be talking at the same time about them, because they're essentially the same place, they just added or removed one or two things. Oracle games, I'll be talking about a little, though. And, oh yeah, no spin-offs or anything, like Tingle games and stuff like that. So I won't be talking about those. And no original Zelda or Four Swords, because those don't really have towns. Or I think Four Swords Adventures did, but I never played it, so. But now that we got that settled, let's start the video. Next up is Kakariko Village from A Link to the Past. And if I ranked them all, which I'll probably do at the end, this one would be near the bottom. There's not a lot here, and I think the Dark World, all it added was like monsters and a few of the buildings changed. I haven't played A Link to the Past in a while, but there just wasn't much here. It was mainly just basic. I get why it was basic. This was like the first main hub town in a Zelda game, so there really just wasn't a lot to like about it. And then Link Between Worlds added in a few more things, nothing big, like they had a field for Street Pass. They added in a few mini games right below it, but none of them were outstanding. That was about it. So I'd probably rank them together and rank them pretty low. It was cool getting to explore a light and a dark version of it, but there just wasn't a lot to like about the town to begin with. Talking about Maybe Village from Link's Awakening. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm just gonna say May Village, I guess. But this one kind of fell in the same spot as Kakariko Village from Link to the Past. There wasn't a whole lot of interesting stuff here. I think I enjoyed it slightly more than A Link to the Past's town, but there wasn't a lot here. There was the shop. There was a lot of fun little details and stuff, but nothing crazy. There was the trendy game, which was pretty fun. I liked that. There's like a library where you can pretty much read tutorials and stuff. The fishing game was alright. It was I think, started the trading side quest. I remember there being a creepy house that you could go in. It was bed in the house, and you could sleep in it and go to crazy dream world. I'm not completely sure, but I remember that being there. This definitely wouldn't. It's not a bad town, and for a Game Boy game, it was really good. But I'm just gonna. This would probably be ranked in the middle. Good stuff. Castletown from Ocarina of Time. And I'll also be talking about Kakariko Village from this game a little too. But Castletown is really good. It's not in my top 3 or 4 or anything, but it's still up there. Had a lot to do. It was fun. Had some secrets you'd go find, and that was pretty interesting. They had the mask shop, which was a fun little side quest you could do. They had all the normal shops. They had some mini games like archery and the treasure chest game, which was dumb. I hated that game. the bombshell bowling, which was super fun, stuff like that. So all in all, it was really fun. Then we had Kakariko Village. And Kakariko Village, I really liked it. It had a lot of fun stuff in it. I'm talking about it from the adult timeline, pretty much. It had the graveyard you can go to. And that had a lot of secrets. I always remember being like, whoa, this place has so much cool stuff. I want to go explore there. And then it had, like, the bottom of the well, too, which is a really creepy dungeon. And then, oh yeah, the windmill. I liked that. Windmill was super fun, and Guru was crazy. Then they had, like, the battle minigame you could do, and it was all in all. I think Kakariko Village I liked slightly more than Castletown, but I also liked the vibe and the music of Castletown. Also, when I was a kid playing this game, I thought the like begging guy or whatever, or the merchant or whoever he is, would there was like some secret with him, so I would always sell him stuff, but he'd give me like horrid prices, and I was like, "You're not gonna give me anything, are you?" Alright, next up is the good stuff, Clocktown. Town from Majora's Mask is easily one of the best and most fleshed out main town in a Zelda game. This place is pretty much a main area, or it is a main area actually. It's got so many side quests you can do, and they all link together, and it's fantastic. Just the whole... I love just the entire town. Everything's great. It's all split up into a few areas. The main area, there's not really anything there. There's like builders and stuff, but not really anything. But then there's pretty much like the shopping district, which is where all the shops are and stuff like that. And where the bank was in the original version. And then there's the other, like, more, just the other district where they have most of the mini games and the inn and the bomber's, like, sewer and the mayor's house and all that stuff. And speaking of this had a lot of mini games, this town. It had the archery, it had the maze game, it had the dojo one? Oh, yeah, the dojo one. It had, like, the crazy one that was, like, 3 games in one, like, a new one each day. It had the Deku, Playhouse, or whatever that was called. And it was great. And there's also the milk bar, and I kind of liked the vibe that place gave off. But I just love seeing everyone in this town going about their daily business. Like, you don't really see that in many other Zelda games, so... Clocktown would definitely be up in the top 3 for me. The Oracle games. I don't really enjoy the Oracle games too much, and their towns aren't really anything. They have, like, a few NPC houses and, like, a shop. Oracle of Seasons, I didn't even remember their main town, because it was just boring and had nothing in it. Oracle of Ages had slightly more to it, but not much more, and Oracle of Ages was slightly better because you could go back and forth for time, and that was more interesting. But Oracle of Seasons has, like, a house for its trading side quest. I think the farmer's house, a jeweler, I think a shop? Did he even have a shop? I don't know. Yeah, it did have a shop, okay. And, like, the tree, which was, like, the main NPC. That was it. It didn't really have anything else. What even was its name? It was called... Hold on, it's like... Well, I think it's... Hold on, I need to check the name. This is how bad this town was. So, it's Horon Village. Okay. And then, in Ages, you have Linus Village and Linus City. Yeah, but I really don't enjoy the Oracle games that much. And they're very easy to get lost in, just that... Like, I don't mean lost in as like, whoa, this is a good game, I lost track of time. Like, literally get lost in. Like, you can't find where you're supposed to go. Then Atlanta City had slightly more to offer, but not much. I think it added in, like, a house for their mayor or something. And, like, the shop had a little more to it. And it had the Black Tower, which was kind of interesting. Yeah, the Black Tower was neat. I liked Ages more, mainly because of that. Because in Seasons, it's like, you have to go fight Onyx. Okay, where does he live? That castle. Okay, I can't even go see it. How do I know it's scary? But in this, you can... One of the first areas you encounter is the main, like, dungeon you're gonna go to at the end of the game. So I thought that was awesome. But besides from that, Luna City would be higher than Horon Village, but not by much. Skull Island from Wind Waker is another town I would put in my top 3. This is just an island village, and it works so well. Just the entire island looks really nice. The music for the island is great. It has loads of fun side quests and other stuff to do. All the NPCs are so fun, and if you watched my top 10 minigames video, this also is the home of my favorite minigame in Zelda, so that gives it something too. But this has all this cool stuff. It's got the bomb shop, and the bomb shop wasn't great, but that was cool. This is where you first meet Tingle, where you find him in prison. Because that is right, this town has a prison. No other town, even the one in Twilight Princess, has one. This tiny island has one. Yes. And then they have a Chew Jelly shop, which is like, you can sell the guy Chew Jelly or something, or I think you can also buy potions. It's essentially the potion shop. Yeah, now I remember, it's the potion shop. Then they got Zunari shop. Oh, and that's one of the reasons I liked Windfall. With Zunari shop, you can help him get items, and then you can decorate the town with the items. Like, so you can pretty much... It adds a lot more customability to it. Not a lot, but I liked it. And it had kind of a cafe you go to, and there were some NPCs there just hanging out. And then they had the lighthouse, which I think one of the side quests, you need to, like, light it up. And there's also, like, a Ferris wheel on it, which was pretty interesting. And then this place actually has a school. Yeah, I know. And you can bring her, I think, like, joy pendants, and she'll, like, give you an island. I'm not kidding. She gives you, like, a full-on island. I think in HD, she gives you, like, an invincibility charm. Something like that. And then there's the pictograph house, and the pictograph house was great. I liked that. You can go and look at all the cool pictures. You can do the side quests. And then there's the House of Wealth, which is where the auction house is. And you can also give, I think, the guy some item. I think the Moblin item. I forgot what it is, though. And then there's also the Battleship minigame. Which you might be thinking, what? There's a Battleship game? Yes. And it is one of the best games ever. Because it is run by Salvatore, Lord of Amazement, who puts on awesome signs and all this cool stuff. So, that's great. That's about it, but it's awesome though, so that's cool. Down from my favorite Zelda game, Minish Cap. And now, their Castletown is one of the reasons why I love this game. It is so just well done and has so much to do. I love that. So the first time you go there, there's not a lot to do. I think you can, like, pretty much get the Kinstone bag and go to a few areas. And there's, like, the market, and I'm not sure if you can actually buy things at the market. I know you can buy a few things, but none of it's crazy. Then later on, I think Beetle sells Kinstones, or... No, not Beetle. Oh yeah, no, Beetle sells, like, Pickerat or something. That, like, can help you find items. A Goron sells Kinstones or something, but... Or it might be the opposite, I don't know. But, this town has so much to do. There is the Sword School, where you can train. There's the Cuckoo Finding minigame, where you have to go all over town and find cuckoos. There's a few NPC houses that you can explore fully as a Minish. There's the library, which has actual books you can read. So that's cool. There's the bakery, where you can buy bread and stuff. I think there might be Kinstones in them or something. There's the school, which... Like, school wasn't super cool, but it was alright. There's the mayor's house. Oh, the inn you can actually stay at. That was cool. Then there's that side quest where you can get either Nerudin or Farer a house. And I think they give you a buff or something, depending on it. There's the figurine house, builder's house. There's the post office, and you can actually get these newsletters and then read them at the post office. And I thought that was awesome. There's like a minish-sized mini dungeon here, where you gotta like go in the sewer. There's a full-on like crazy cavern area, and with like tunnels hidden in all the houses. There is a bunch of mini games. There's like a lottery shop. There's Simon's Simulations where you have to battle monsters. There's like an inn. There's a music house, but you can only access that once you get all the figurines or something crazy like that. And yeah, no, honestly, I just love this game, and this is one of my favorites because just of all the cool stuff. And I love that you can explore the entire town as a tiny person, which adds a huge amount of just exploration to it. So yes, I believe next is Twilight Princess. So town from Twilight Princess is the largest main town in a Zelda game. It's huge. Because of this, it's super easy to get lost in it. But there's loads of different shops. I can't even talk about everything because it's so huge. There are loads of different shops, loads of NPCs to talk to. There's, I think, Thomas Bar, which is a main story location. There's Hyrule Castle, which you can just walk up to and be like, ooh, that's the final dungeon. There's the tent minigame, where you gotta, like, shoot with your claw shots. Agatha's Palace is here, which was a creepy area. Honestly, who wasn't kind of creeped out by there? Right next is the fortune teller shop, which is kind of useless if you have a crazy awesome guide like I do. I bought the Prima guide. But there's just all this awesome stuff there. Oh yeah, there's I think Giovanni is his name? I'm not sure though. There's the guy who's cursed by Pose, and you gotta find him all the Pose. There's like the doctor's office, which really only serves as a story location. There's so much here, but it's a huge town. It's probably not one of my favorites, but it definitely would be somewhere near the top of the list. So, yeah. Next, what is next is, Phantom Hourglass. This is technically the main town in Phantom Hourglass. It's called Mullet Island, I believe, and it is dumb. There is hardly anything here to do. There's like a shop and a place to customize your boat and like sell items. It's extremely bare bones, and there's hardly anything interesting to do. There's no mini games and nothing fun, so yeah, this would probably be at the very bottom of the ranking, because it's just not fun. Mullet Island could be the main place, but you have to come back here multiple times for the actual story, so I'm counting this as the main town. And it's not good. Your effects is pretty bare bones, but there's still some stuff to enjoy here. There's a like monster fighting mini game, and I think in the actual castle there's like a training game pretty much, stuff like that. It's nothing great, and there's not a whole lot to do, but it was pretty fun getting the bombs and exploring the battlements. Besides from that, this one's still pretty bare bones, which is one of the reasons these DS games aren't really well loved in the Zelda community. So this would still probably be pretty low on my list. Even though there were some stuff, like some side quests bringing people here, and then they'd stay in the town, and stuff like that. I did enjoy stuff like that, those sort of things, but besides from that, eh. For now I'm going to be talking about Skyloft from Skyward Sword. And atmosphere-wise, Skyloft probably does the best. But just content-wise, I didn't really like Skyloft all that much. While it gives the illusion of having a lot to do, there's not much. There's like some side quests you can do. and 1 or 2 unlockable mini games, but besides from that, it kind of felt like the sky. Empty. And I liked Beetle's air shop. I kind of wish it would have, been in the air, like in the sky, and you could go fly up to it with your bird. That would have been funner. Skyloft itself wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't great. It could have been better. Like, I liked it, it was good, but it wasn't outstanding. But like I said, atmosphere-wise, it was good, and I did like the convenient shop bazaar. So, that's alright. Triforce Heroes, and there's not much to this. Because Triforce Heroes is probably tied with, like, or I'd say I liked it slightly better than the Four Swords games, and probably as much as the Oracle games, which are, like, my least favorite Zelda games. The Triforce Heroes wasn't great, and its town wasn't great either. Like, it looked nice, but it had nothing. It had a place where you could buy a few materials, a lottery shop, I think a place to look at pictures, and, like, the place where you buy stuff. That was it. Wasn't really anything to do there. So I don't really have much to say about it, because the town was just kind of boring. So yeah, that's about it. This would definitely be on the bottom of my list of ranking. Wild. And Breath of the Wild has a lot of towns. It's kind of hard to pick a main town in a town where you can go and do anything. But I decided that Hateno Village is the main town, because it has the most stuff to do. And it's not near a dungeon or story point, so it's kind of like, come here, and you can even get a house in the town, so I'm counting this as the main town. But Hateno Village was good. It had a lot of fun stuff to do, and kind of hard to rank this with the other Zelda towns, because with Breath of the Wild, you could make a lot of your own fun. But I did like the feature where you could make your own house and live in the town. That was pretty cool. There's like a fun hunting mini game you can do. There's like a dye shop. The lab's up there, and that's cool. Right above your house is like Broken Heart Lake or something. That's pretty funny. But all in all, Hateno Village would probably be in the top 5. And now, on to the final rankings. So I fought hard on this, and by hard I meant for 10 seconds in transition. But at the bottom of the list would be the towns the town from Triforce Heroes, then the Oracle games, then Phantom Hourglass. And what one after Phantom Hourglass? Then it'd probably be Spirit Tracks, then Link's Awakening. Okay, now it's gonna get harder. Then probably Skyloft? Yeah. Then Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Hateno Village, and then I believe I'm now in the final 3. Then the final 3 would be, as much as I hate to admit it, Minish Cap might get 3rd place. Okay, now, trying to stay unbiased here, but it's very hard. But, alright. Minish Cap did have loads of stuff to do in the town, though. I could stay there like a whole game. Windfall gets 3rd place. Minish Cap gets 2nd. Clocktown gets 1st place. That is the rankings. Let me know if you want me to rank other things in Zelda. This video is like almost a 30-minute video. Or I think it's a little over 20 minutes. But this is one of my longer, just heavily edited videos. So let me know if you like this. Subscribe if you want more stuff like this. or if you just want to watch my videos. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.